I was both shocked and fascinated by what I read about this diet. By the end of this video, you'll know what the HCG diet is and why people are still doing it, and what the science actually says about it, and what our recommendations are. And I'd like to thank Priscilla for making this review request. And if you have any programs that you'd like us to review, please comment below on what that is. Hi, Rich and Lucy here, nutritionists at CoachViva.com, the place for analytical thinkers to cut through the noise on where to start and when to level up so that they can transform their bodies and live healthy by default. If you too refuse to settle, hide from the facts, or cave to excuses, then subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified every week of new science-backed and practical videos to help you lose fat and gain muscle on your terms. And before we begin, I want to quickly announce that a few spots have opened for a free one-on-one consultation for our Badass Body Boss program. So make sure you stay until the end of this video for the announcement on that. Now let's get started.
How it works. HCG, which stands for human chorionic gonadotropin, is a hormone produced early on in pregnancy, with levels being highest normally during the first 3 months of pregnancy. HCG also helps maintain the production of other important hormones like progesterone and estrogen, which are essential for the development of the embryo. It's been used to treat fertility problems in both men and women. So what does this have to do with weight loss? Well, in 1954, a British doctor named Albert Simmons proposed HCG as a weight loss tool when he paired it with an extreme low-calorie diet to produce weight loss in his subjects. His diet consisted of two main components. One, a diet of around 500 calories per day. Two, regular HCG hormone injections. The traditional HCG diet is divided into 3 phases. First, the loading phase, when you start taking HCG and eat plenty of high-fat, high-calorie foods for 2 days. The second phase is the weight loss phase, where you continue taking HCG and eat only 500 calories per day, 3 to 6 weeks. HCG meal plans generally suggest to include 1 lean protein and vegetables with every meal. You may also have 1 piece of bread and 1 fruit with each meal. Butters and oils are typically not allowed in this diet, which makes sense considering you need to stay under 500 calories per day. And finally, the maintenance phase, where you stop taking HCG and gradually increase food intake again. If you have more weight to lose after 6 weeks, you repeat the cycle again. Proponents of the HCG diet claim that it can cause you to lose up to 1 to 2 pounds a day, that it prevents muscle loss and boosts your metabolism, and that it also prevents hunger. All claims that we're going to examine next. We're going to show you what the science actually says about using HCG for weight loss, both from the proponents and opponents of the diet.
Before we examine whether or not the 3 claims made about the HCG diet are true, it's important to know what counts and what doesn't even count as getting HCG treatments. Because only licensed healthcare practitioners can administer HCG injections, several companies are selling illegal over-the-counter homeopathic HCG products like oral drops, pellets, or sprays. Now, not only does the FDA not allow these products to be sold, these products are homeopathic, which means that the amount of HCG in them is so small that it won't actually raise your HCG levels in your blood. In fact, studies have repeatedly shown that oral intake of HCG does not increase HCG levels in the body. So even if this is something you want to do, you need to get injections from a licensed health provider. That said, does HCG injections actually help with weight loss? When studies compared the effects of HCG and placebo injections given to individuals on a calorie-restricted diet, weight loss was found to be identical for both groups. What this means is that if you're eating a 500 calorie a day diet, regardless of whether or not you're taking HCG, you'll lose about the same amount of weight. Note that this does not mean it's recommended to eat 500 calories a day. If you watch our other videos, you'll know that eating too little calories may result in fast weight loss in the short term, which is why extreme diets claim you can lose 1 to 2 pounds a day. Most of that weight loss is water, and it doesn't last past the first week. If you continue eating so few calories past that, you're likely to hit a plateau more quickly and do damage to your metabolism that gets harder to reverse in the future. Now, some proponents of HCG do allow clients to eat more than 500 calories a day, but even then, the calorie allotment often is still under 1,000 calories, which is still harmful for most people's bodies unless they are truly special circumstances, such as post-surgery or extremely obese, and this usually only is recommended if under a doctor's guidance. On to the second claim. Does HCG prevent muscle loss and increased metabolism? Some proponents of HCG claim that even if HCG doesn't cause people to lose more weight than just diet alone, it helps retain muscle mass, which can increase metabolism. So is this true? In a definitive meta-study of 24 clinical trials on HCG and weight loss, scientists concluded that there is no scientific evidence that HCG is effective in weight loss or fat redistribution, nor does it reduce hunger. So the answer seems to be a resounding no. Now, we did find one person claiming to have done a study that shows that HCG does improve muscle retention, but we were unable to actually find the exact study to be able to analyze its validity. So why do proponents claim it helps with muscle retention then? One common reason is that HCG elevates certain hormones in your body, including testosterone. And testosterone has been shown to help with muscle gain and muscle retention. However, it's a logical fallacy to assume that more testosterone directly means more muscle retention. If you're not eating enough protein, enough calories, or strength training, any increase in testosterone on your muscle retention will be trivial, especially if you're eating very low calories. Your rate of muscle loss will be greater than the rate in which testosterone can save any of them. There are also a host of dangers associated with modifying your hormonal profile when you don't need it, which we'll cover at the end of this video. Now, as to the last claim, does HCG reduce hunger? Some proponents of the HCG diet have cited by patient report that they experience feelings of reduced hunger. Now, it's easy to think, though, that something makes you feel less hungry if you were told that it will. But according to the meta-study of 24 clinical trials that I mentioned earlier, scientists found that increased HCG levels does not reduce hunger when compared to a placebo. Now, the reasoning on why proponents believe that HCG can decrease appetite is because HCG may contribute to nausea. It contributes to nausea in early stages of a woman's pregnancy, and nausea suppresses appetite. Now, not only does research show, though, that artificially raising HCG does not lead to appetite suppression, trying to induce nausea as a way to suppress appetite can actually be very dangerous. Also note, if you're considering any kind of supplement, understand that the chemicals don't work in isolation. Just because HCG is correlated with one kind of bodily response doesn't mean it will produce the same results always in all conditions. When a woman is pregnant, a lot of conditions change in the body, conditions which makes it safe for these levels to rise. And HCG also comes with a host of side effects that, if manipulated manually, can be detrimental. So we'll cover this next.
So we've already talked about how the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has advised consumers to steer clear of over-the-counter weight loss products that contain HCG. Why is this? Some research has linked HCG weight loss products to a possible increase in placental, ovarian, or testicular cancer risk. HCG might encourage the production of androgen cells, which could result in the growth of these certain kinds of cancers. Other side effects reported with the HCG diet include fatigue, irritability, restlessness, depression, fluid buildup, and swelling of the breast, regardless of gender, risk of blood clots forming internally, which blocks blood vessels. In summary, it seems like, at best, taking HCG is no different than eating a very low-calorie diet, which in itself is not sustainable and may lead to quicker plateaus and damaged metabolism. At worst, it could increase the various medical risks.
There are so many pitches on diets and programs out there that sound reasonable and scientific on the surface, but the logic really falls apart when you break it down some more. So if you want a system for losing weight safely and sustainably in a way that cuts through the noise, then you may want to check out the Badass Body Boss program. The program is built for you if you, 1, value learning in depth the science and psychology behind the entire process, 2, believe that weight loss need not be so complicated and that each method out there works for someone at some stage, and that you just need a clear plan on finding your methods for your stage, and 3, are excited by the idea of working in a collaborative fashion to build your customized, sustainable roadmap to lifelong success. If that's you, good news. A few spots have opened up for a free one-on-one consultation call with us. Note, though, that this is not a coaching call, and booking a call does not guarantee that you'll be admitted to our program either. So if you're serious, click on the link in the description below to book a one-on-one consult for our Badass Body Boss program.
And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, and share this video with whoever you feel could use this information. And be sure to check out these two videos to learn how to lose fat and gain muscle like a body boss. You can do it.